Have you been eating something you shouldn't have eaten here in the forest?
No.
You acted a bit weird when we found you.
No, there's
Honestly,
nothing weird with me.
Oh, for God's sake, make intelligence on the
Nine
yes.
times five. Nope.
Miss?
I made it.
Oh, you made it. He is so fucking lying. He's so sneaked out here. He's so doing the thing.
Okay.
Are you?
So just so we can focus on the important issue, what is it you're hiding? I mean, it can't be as big a problem as my problem. All right.
No, it's no big problem. You know that forbidden stuff, in the forest you should never touch or do anything with.
There's all sorts of forbidden stuff.
That kind of
just about everything
gives a light. And I'm just looking at it and see how it shines.
Yeah, you like sort of this. Yeah, oh yeah, there's like light coming out of
Are you sure you didn't do something weird out here?
Nothing weird.
Why do you have that?
Have what?
Oh, knock it off.
Okay, but it's not my fault.
Fortunately, no.
My cousin told on my dad. And now he's been hauled away, and this is the evidence, and I have to hide it.
Why is it so bad?
Because my dad has been hauled away.
Yeah, that's
No,
bad.
he's absolutely right. I follow his line of thinking completely. If we get rid of the evidence.
Yeah, but why exactly? Why is that forbidden? It looks like something you drink.
Potentially.
Well, is that what you think about drinking and eating?
No, but it looks like something. It's just, since we're not coming of age, really, it feels like the grown-ups just don't want we to have a part of the fun. So I think it's like something nice, but they don't want us to try.
The bigger issue is that the grown-ups want us to have a bit too much of the fun.
They have
It's not the wrong kind of fun.
Are you sure it's not just some sort of moonshine that we haven't tried? I can get a drink with you.
Actual moonshine.
Yeah. No, I think you're absolutely right that you need to hide this stuff.
But you need to get rid of it.
No, you need to hide it. It's valuable.
Yeah, very, very valuable.
So do you?
Then you shouldn't hide it in the forest.
But I can't hide it in the village because if they find
Sure,
it,
they place it underneath the fireplace.
Yeah, but they kill my father.
Right.
For that? Why don't you just kill them first?
That's because they're older and stronger and more of them.
Yeah.
But aren't your family like the biggest in the town?
One of, but
Well, he just said that his cousin ratted him out, so
Your own kind?
he can't really trust his whole family.
yeah. Exactly.
Hey, you should frame your cousin then.
Yeah, but
There's the evidence of him.
That is much more difficult.
yeah, but no.
Trust me, I know.
I
think you've had a nice
for this
already.
I don't think you should
Yeah.
Get your
Yeah, the whole
cousin
framing
drunk.
thing is very, very delicate.
Yeah,
It's precise.
No, it's not. You get him drunk and then place it, make him pass out.
No.
I can drink it under the
You have to
table.
establish a pattern. You have to make it seem likely that.
I don't think you should
Nobody listens.
think.
I walk away.
No, just hide it. Just hide it here and let's get out of here.
Yeah. But do you think you're
More than that.
place?
No, but,
Well,
but I
nobody else
have,
but us
I have
knows
some
about it,
things for
right?
you.
No.
Sure.
Absolutely. I hope so.
You see how my character walks over and sits and talks?
Yeah, I look around so nobody's followed us.
Yeah, and
Try to make a scan.
Yeah, yes, although you're not the first to do this. He's been keeping an eye out.
Yeah, but I
Do you
realize
trust him?
realized I don't trust him.
Right. Go
So,
on.
so I roll. I don't see anything either.
Oh, okay.
No.
Now,
Now I trust him.
okay. So as you guys are beginning to debate on the
the
scan
debate.
problem, yes, and as you are working away, the
No, don't stop making so much noise.
now
I can participate in the discussion. You can tell me what to do.
No, but okay, let's
I have
get
to
out.
go to another place to hide it, and you should stay here for a while.
Okay.
Well, obviously.
Okay, we'll wait here and you go away.
Yeah.
Sure.
At this point, I would like you to,
Die?
no, you're going to have an interesting visitation, which is that,
Visitation as in.
out there in the forest, there's
Okay.
going to be, you realize that there is a strange creature that is hanging from a branch and suspended there. This strange creature looks like some sort of furry mammal you're not familiar with huge eyes hanging down.
Right in front of me.
Uh-huh. And it's glowing faintly and it speaks to you.
I was just about to take my club,
Uh-huh.
and then it speaks to me. Yes.
And then fades because of the terrible roll.
Oh.
Then fades. Right.
Did you see that?
No.
See what?
The furry glowing creature thing?
Must be like someone calls you, hangs up.
Yeah, that's
I said-
exactly,
that's
that's
what-
exactly what happened, actually. Yeah.
That's what I said. Okay.
Well, that's too bad about it.
Normally I would have thought that you were on something, but a lot of strange things are happening right now.
Mhm.
So you didn't see it?
No.
I kind of like put myself against a tree
Mhm.
and just looks very weirdly and like have stopped the talking and hold my club.
Okay, so shaman people. Let's talk a little bit about this. Yes.
Yes, well, should we take it back to the village? Or do you want to stay here and hunt?
Staying here, going back to the village, it's all the same. Because
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
He got there really quickly. You just knock him out. And
No, no.
okay.
because you know, it's basically the same place.
You mess with that
So let's go.
Yes, whatever you say.
There you. That's how you do it.
Alright.
Don't ask any questions.
Brilliant.
Statements.
Come
From now on.
The village.
Because some pieces of us will still be left here.
Of course I will. Forever.
Yes.
The best pieces.
Yeah.
And years. You can sit on the horse and I will lead it for you.
Excellent. Now, I would like to point out that he has been talking about the digging up of bodies. I
Yes,
think.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but I just
Do
thought it
you,
was
so
like
while we're walking,
symbolic.
do you
Yes.
remember where you saw this digging up of bodies?
Yeah, where the dead bodies are.
So no, but we have a
Oh, yeah.
In
At
the
the
graveyard.
graveyard.
Absolutely.
burial ground. In our burial ground.
Which one of the graveyards?
The oldest.
At the oldest graveyard, the graveyard we almost forgotten.
Should we go there and have a look now?
Sure. But
You
I'm not sure where it
overgrown.
is because
No, you guys know. You guys definitely know where it is.
Okay.
We know.
Yeah, we go there.
Well, you know, the cemeteries are, or the burial grounds are just like adjacent to the old ones.
Yeah.
Right. As you just kind of keep going. Yeah.
Let us go there.
Okay.
We really should bring one extra horse when we do these things.
I know, right? Why doesn't everybody have a horse?
Wings or like.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
He could just ride on a friggin' spider or something.
You can bring a cart.
No. I mean, we could lose him so easily.
You could use a cart.
It's not that bad an idea.
Do we pass by the secret well?
You know what? That's an interesting point. You could ask that you do so to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to go past the secret well.
The secret who?
The well
What?
in the middle of the village.
It's not quite in the middle. It's on the outskirts.
Or
it's
rather
quite-
at the outskirts. They can say in the center in some kind of weird way, because I think it's very important.
But there is no well at the outskirts of the village.
No, but there is.
In that case, we're
Talking about the
I
shadow.
don't know about it.
What he shows you is an area that has been clearly mortared over and paved with stones, and is an area that people walk by. If they would walk right over it, but there could have been a well here. Now that you think about it, looking at it, it looks like, yes, this could have been a well.
So this could possibly at one time have been well.
Yes. And the spirits avoids it. They will not come here.
And you guys both suddenly realize you're practically standing on it.
I jumped back. Okay. So this is,
And you're not quite getting the message that means.
How does my fetch react to coming here?
Oh yeah, your fetch says, don't.
Why?
You will be eaten.
By what?
Look. You look around, and you see that put into places like in the crook of a tree or under a stone or whatever, why, that's the clothes of that girl that you grew up with. What was her name? Her name? Where's my names list? Ah, yes, there we are. Right.
I'm basically hiding behind that horse
Terry.
at this point.
Terry, she had a crush on you. And she's gone. You remember her, and you had not thought about her for at least a year. You've not thought about thinking about her. You've not remembered her. And you look and you see evidence of other people that are older evidence. They're gone.
Even from our memories.
Right.
Is he seeing
So
this?
They go here. And the spirit says, they were all eaten.
By what?
Earls, the hunger, the void, the fourth of the gods.
So what you're saying is that this is a cursed ground.
Not cursed. It's just the price we pay.
That's right, it is.
So it's the price.
Oh, not you as well.
So you guys aren't quite seeing this. This is spirit sight. Your fetch is giving you spirit sight.
So he's seeing these clothes and stuff on the
That is
spirit.
why we're.
No, these are real.
Those
You
are-
actually will have to point them out, and when you do, they will see them.
So it's a price we pay. And so the only thing we really have to do is not actually go here. Is that correct? Stop.
Yes,
Yeah.
or maybe we can even put things here that we do not want to remember.
Okay.
But it's dangerous.
You know, I once fell and broke my leg. I would really like to forget that. That's here. Put that here.
Let me put it this way, these are human sacrifices.
Yes, I get that. We haven't
Right.
made that clear.
Okay,
Yeah,
I see.
Yes, I haven't gotten that. But are you talking about people? People here? And then disappear.
They become the price we pay.
To whom?
Are you going to name the name that I told you to them?
Yes, you mean Terry?
Yeah.
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 Um,
Both of you remember Terry now.
Yeah.
You grew up with her. She had a crush on him.
Yeah, Terry. She had a crush on you.
Yes. And then she was put here, and then we forgot her.
Okay, that's.
So I'm moving out of
That's
town.
creepy, is what that is.
I'm moving out of town.
So something is eating people, we're sacrificing people, and then we forget about them. So why?
Because it's the way it is.
It's the price.
Okay. The day you realize that the adult world is evil as fuck.
But maybe I would like to ask for a second opinion from the priest. I really would. I mean, this is horrible.
Do I experience something about how they have been sacrificed here?
Hello, this is about a month after the fact of that RuneQuest game. The recording stopped at that point, and I'll just fill you in on the events because it's really a shame that we didn't capture the rest. It was 6 people, players, and kind of a couple of headstrong players, and so things may have seemed up until that point as being just a little bumbled. You know, people kept kind of bumbling around, or I bumbled around, but actually things coalesced right at that moment, kind of shockingly. First of all, the fellow to my left was, up until that point, I won't quite say problematic, but his tendency to speak directly to me right over other people talking, and also to ask about rules questions that weren't relevant to what was happening at the moment, it really kind of kept putting me off my stride, and I think it's one of the reasons why up until that point I was really neglecting a couple of other people, especially Ulf, who was sitting directly across from me. And so that kind of ceased at that moment. The sort of disconnect between his characters and the others really kind of came together. Furthermore, to cut to the chase, most of the rest of play concerned encountering the 2 initiates of Sega, who had not shown up at all in the previous session, and in this session I kind of shifted my focus toward them. We'd already seen them earlier in the session, and meeting one of them, Solvi, really turned into one of these great conversations, because, you know, I love those kinds of characters, heavily influenced by the Illuminates in the original RuneQuest, and also my own spin on it. Instead of being about chaos, they're about anarchy. And really enjoyed that conversation, and it really clicked for a lot of the players. And that particular character, the large farmer, really kind of came into his own and became, of all things, really the moral voice of the group, very much in tandem with the person playing the young council member, who up until then, you know, had been kind of the sharp member of the group. And so there was this kind of coming together there, and when they were attacked by the skeletons, kind of was wondering about that, whether they should be the skeletons or be the friends, the people who had, or the former friends who had dragged off the dude's father. Oh, and we discover, of course, that the father was being killed ritually, you know, even as we speak. So that was all disgusting and horrifying as well. So they were, and similar to the previous session, and with somewhat more content backstopping, the traitor character, the traitor family kid, the one who had the glowy light stuff, he's the one who organized the boat for the escape. Anyway, but there was a rather dramatic fight with skeletons, and pretty savage. Skeletons were a little tougher this time, and there were 6 of these players, so I really threw foes at them, and there was a lot of damage being taken. They were able to get away, but there was a lot of knockdown, drag out combat, lots of spells flying around, and we saw a lot more of the characters who up until then hadn't been all that assertive. So in the space of that play, which was over 3 hours, there was kind of a real nice build, burn, coming together of thoughts, and kind of knockdown, drag out of action that I thought culminated nicely. So it's a shame you didn't get to see it, but I wanted to let you know how that finished, and how at the end people were excitedly talking about the metaphysics. These are a number of people, a number of them were very familiar with the old RuneQuest, and so therefore to talk about the gods and the ideas was very welcome, even though it was super late at that point. Like, really not when I should be roaming around playing role-playing. So I kind of staggered back and fell down face first. Ulf and I were really, really like, what are we doing, by the time we got back to his place. Anyways, I will talk to you later. Thank you very much for listening.